Welcome back to the Roots and Revelations podcast. You may remember in the last episode, those of you that watched it, we had it 37807.
Yeah.
Nope.
We have met collectively, us three as well as production, to change the name to Roots and Revelations. Hopefully you guys will like that name. We love it.
It's a good name.
It's easily marketable.
Oh yeah.
More so than 37807. That was my idea.
What was the main reason we had to change it?
The main reason we had to change it is because YouTube.
Oh yeah. That's right.
YouTube did not really like that name.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us put it for some reason.
Yeah, I guess because it's a zip code.
No.
All right. So there's been a week. You know, we filmed this podcast the weekend before Thanksgiving. That's when we filmed episode 1. So now we're on episode 2. And a lot has happened in our lives. I'm sure a lot has happened in your all's lives. So we're going to recap Thanksgiving. Zach, you want to go first with your recap of your Thanksgiving?
It was a good Thanksgiving. Probably, I told my parents this after we did everything. It was like probably my favorite Thanksgiving. If we did this podcast 10 years from now, when I said my favorite Thanksgiving, I would have said this one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we just ate and
Very good way.
just watched movies the rest of the day. And it was just
What
a
a
good
beautiful, beautiful way to spend Thanksgiving.
time. Yeah.
You want to go first or want me to go?
I'll go. This Thanksgiving was pretty good. Definitely some very good food. I know a lot of people think Thanksgiving food's kind of overrated, but
It's me.
I'm a huge fan of deviled eggs for some reason, and Mom made
I
some
hear you.
deviled eggs, so got some of those. But all in all, it's a good time. That's all I got.
I really despise Thanksgiving as a whole.
Wow.
I'm like Chandler from Friends. If you know, you know. I don't really have any bad memories with it. I just think it's one of the most overrated holidays there is. I'd rather do Halloween than Thanksgiving.
That's
I just think it's overrated as a whole to be thankful one day out of the year.
I hear you.
Should we not be thankful
I hear you.
365?
We should.
Shouldn't we set aside every day to be thankful?
Well, I mean, I think the food is a big part of it too.
You eat every day.
The food is terrible.
Wow.
Ham is
That's
terrible.
crazy.
That's
Turkey's terrible.
wow.
How so?
It's just terrible, dude. There's just so much better options.
Is it like the texture? I mean, you don't like or the taste? Or
Taste all around.
what? Really?
I feel like if
I'd
you
rather
get-
go up here to Tolliver's Market. Shout out Chris
Okay.
Tolliver. And get me a cheeseburger.
I feel like if you get like a turkey too dry, it just throws off the whole thing.
Hey,
Majority.
fun fact.
In my opinion.
My brother. We talked about this.
What a great way.
What, dude? This can only go better. My brother. It's like he likes his turkey like he's chewing on a car tire. And he likes it just dry.
Tell him
And
what
I
he
cannot
said, though.
stand-
He said he would rather have. He said dry turkey is way better
Yeah.
than moist turkey.
That's kind of crazy.
And even me, the biggest Thanksgiving hater of them all, I would much rather have moist turkey.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm partial to ham though. I like ham better than
I would
turkey.
much
Yeah.
rather have ham for sure.
I don't know, my stepdad made some really good turkey. He smoked it.
So that begs the question: when they're made right, what's better, turkey or ham?
I think ham.
Ham for me.
Ham.
Ham's
Yeah.
honestly top 5 for me.
Top
Yeah.
5 foods?
A couple years back, I'd agree with you, but I'm on the turkey train.
Alright.
You get a good juicy turkey, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
that
it's
is true.
A good turkey or middle school ham.
Middle school ham?
Yeah, like the meals we got for Thanksgiving.
Come on, dude.
What are you on about?
Turkey for sure. I don't want to eat school food
I
ever
thought you
again.
didn't like turkey.
I mean that middle school
Middle
ham
school
wasn't
food.
terrible.
It wasn't bad. It was actually
Horrible. But back to like actually recapping my Thanksgiving. Went up to my Aunt Rachel's. Shout out, Aunt Rachel. Had the usual meal, and it's just overrated as a whole. It really is. And this year we started the Bates family, Bates / Middleton / Felkner / Buckner now, squirrel trip. to Catoosa, squirrel hunting trip, and
How was that?
it was a time for sure.
It was a time.
So after our Thanksgiving escapades, we decided to venture to Catoosa at night. What time did we get there? We left at what, 7?
I was at your house by 7:30 something.
Left at 7:30.
I don't think we got there till like
Closer to 9.
9. Yeah, 9
And-
o'clock.
So last year we had to cancel this trip due to the impending threat of dangerous weather, snow, sleet, ice, the works for my brothers up north. But they said, all right, we'll give you a credit because you guys are loyal customers, whatever. And just call us a week before you are planning on coming, and we'll work out your rooms. So my dad took the liberty of calling down to Deer Run Resort, and they asked him. They said, would you rather have a full size room or a little room? Full size sleeps 6 is what they said. The little room sleeps 4. In my dad's brain, he doesn't think, well, we got 3 guys coming. We need a 4-person cabin.
Yeah. 4-person meaning 2 per bed.
2 per
Yeah.
bed.
Understand.
So I'm fired up about this squirrel trip. You know, I haven't been able. I'm a turkey hunter by heart, but I love to get in on some squirrel hunting, especially with a good dog.
Yeah.
We get there, pop open the door, and what was my first words?
What was it? 'Cause I can't.
I think we're blank out of luck.
Oh,
Is what I said. And I look to my right, I see a bedroom. I look to my left, I see a couch. And then there's one other room in this cabin, and it's the bathroom. So
2
here
beds in
we
the bedroom.
are.
I remember you saying, I guess I'm sleeping in the tub.
Guess I'm sleeping in the tub. So yeah, that was a whole escapade in itself. You know, that night we went to bed. Michael got the couch. Me and my dad were in the. I don't even think it was a queen bed. I mean,
It is pushing it. It was
my bed's a queen, and it was a lot bigger than that one. So we get in the bed, and midway through the night, my leg happened to brush my dad's, and I felt him kick over on my side. And yeah. So we got up the next morning, and they asked me, Scott Bates, shout out Scott Bates, Seth Bates, shout out Seth Bates. They said, how'd you boys sleep? I said, didn't. And I honestly think I got 2 or 3 hours of sleep that night. Michael? How many
I
hours of sleep did you
slept
get?
like a baby. I'm sure I got probably 5 or 6 hours of good sleep. And I don't know. I mean, I was slept a lot better than they did.
Sleep like a baby.
What was Jerry Clower?
Jerry Clower. Rest in peace.
Yep.
We had a good time the night before we went to bed. Over at Scott's cabin, listening to some Jerry Clower.
Knock him out, John, coon hunting story.
Yeah,
John Eubanks.
John Eubanks.
And
Good story.
woke up, like I said, woke up that next morning and said, it's 20 degrees out here. And here we go. I really didn't think we were true squirrels, but dropped in, Big Chief, dropped him in the woods. Right off the bat, treed a squirrel.
Nice.
Probably not a minute later, he had one up.
Had one in the tree. Get to the big den tree in Catoosa National Forest. Looking up that tree, I don't see it. And then I hear on the other side, here he is, from my cousin Seth Bates. And he said, do one of you boys want to shoot him? No, sir, I can't see him. And here he goes, all right. Oh crap, is what he said. And here comes that squirrel running down the tree. And it's a big squirrel. It's probably a big boy, big gray squirrel. And I see him in the tree, and I had a 22 with me at the time, so I put a shell in the chamber, and I put it on that squirrel's back, and then here he is on the ground, so I didn't want to shoot. And then that squirrel took off down the way.
Nice.
And then I think we killed one squirrel after that.
We killed one.
But we treed like 7.
Yeah, we treed a lot.
but it was just den trees.
Lots of dead trees.
Yeah.
By the time we made it there, Chief was 150, 200 yards out.
Yep.
By the time we made it to the tree, the rest of them for that morning had already made it to the den.
Yeah. Right.
We did all right that evening.
We did, and that's what I was going to bring up. That evening we went, and the sun had been shining all day, and we pull up, drop Chief in, like not even a mile into the forest right there. And I looked, before I said, boys, we're going to kill 2 squirrels this evening. We're going to tree about 4, kill 2. And keep in mind, in there, it gets dark. It gets dark here around 5:30ish. Down there, it gets dark at like 4:30.
Yeah.
So we dropped in at like 3, and Chief immediately treed, went to this tree, and at this point, Caden was with us at this
Caden was with us, yeah.
and that alright, so the day prior, no, the hunt prior, so the morning hunt, the worst thing you can hear in the woods
Oh, yeah.
when you're squirrel hunting with Caden is, hold up, let Caden shoot it. Those words exactly. Not to throw him under the bus, love the kid to death, like a brother. But I'm sitting here on the back side of this tree, and I have my 22, and I'm looking at this squirrel in the eye with my 22. I said, I got him right here. And he said,
Hey, what do you say?
hold up.
Hold up, I got it.
Miss. And as soon as I flipped the safety off, I hear,
Another shot rang out. I went ahead and knocked him out of the tree.
knock him out, John.
Knock him out, John.
Alright. So that evening we went and we ended up killing 2 squirrels like I said we would. Alright, so we're all optimistic about it. And then the next morning we get up and walk over to Scott's cabin. Big Chief
Man,
holding that hand up.
this is just a heartbreaking sight.
Heartbreaking because it was a beautiful morning, warm, sun was shining, no wind. The squirrels were moving. You could tell they was moving. But old Chief hurt his toenail.
Shame.
And he wasn't able to hunt. We tried to get him to hunt. You could tell he wanted to. Because he was whimpering and crying about how excited he was. And he ended up treeing with 3 legs in
Yeah,
a tree
he did.
on a big den tree right there by the road. But we never did find a squirrel. So we just decided to count our losses and go to Cracker Barrel and eat.
Nice.
Yeah, didn't want to hurt him any more than he already was. So we just
How'd he
put him
hurt
back
his
in the
paw?
box and warm up.
Evidently, it was one of his toenails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an ingrown toenail or
Oh,
something,
yeah.
but there's something with it. And alright, and then let's talk about your new purchase.
That's what I was about to say. I bought my first 10-22 22 rifle.
Yep.
Here, probably beginning of next year, start building it a little bit.
Nice.
But I feel like I got a pretty good deal on it.
And
No
with
tax.
a new rifle, not to interrupt you, but that brings
Yeah.
a new pup,
Yep. New pup.
and that's what we've been doing today. It was an experience to say the least. We're not going to hit on that at all, but I'm sure the pup is happy to be where it is right now, for sure.
I would say so.
So, yeah, I don't know what they're going to name it. I think it was going to be between Sadie was the...
Sadie and Sage. was
Sadie
the
and
two.
Sage. I don't think Seth really liked the name Sage, though.
Do you not?
I don't know if he did. You don't
Sage
like
ain't
the
a
name
bad
Sage?
name, though.
I'm not a fan of it.
Sadie's a better name.
Sadie
I like
is
Sadie.
a good name.
I don't think Ella liked the name Sadie.
Yeah, Ella's...
I think that
Ella's
was
in charge,
the
huh?
main.
She
you gotta
say
remember-
Sage?
Yeah.
No, I don't think she heard Sage.
Oh.
But she didn't like Sadie, I don't think.
But that was a really funny trip.
Yeah, it was.
I got a headache from laughing so hard. Between which rap? Yeah, I'm sorry. It slipped my
You
mind. just
said
now.
Patrick's Papa.
Okay, we'll say Patrick Spapo.
Yeah.
Between him and Scott, it was just a hilarious trip. Them going back and forth with each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, you gotta keep in mind there's me, Michael, my papa, Seth, and Scott all in Seth's truck. That's 5 dudes. I think all of us are over 6 foot tall.
Oh yeah.
And we're sitting in the back, and me, Michael, and Pap in the back. And Pap says, my foot's cramping. And we pull over in Tazewell, or was we in Kentucky?
We was in Tazewell.
We was in Tazewell. Pull over there. He said, "Here's my boots, buddy. Put them in the back." So we put the boots in the bed of the truck, and he puts his feet
Up on the center console.
up on the center console of the truck and rides like that to Kentucky. Get the dog, rides like that back to the Tennessee.
And buddy, we got in that truck. He had that dog propped up right here in his arms. And him and that dog about slipped the whole way back.
About slept together the whole way back.
Yeah.
And any time that Scott would hit a little break in the road or whatever, a hump in the road, a bump is what he would say. He would say, "Bump, bump," and then proceed to speed up in the truck so that it would wake Pat and the dog up. And another thing that happened was this thing smelled terrible.
Horrendous.
This dog smelled horrible. So we stopped there at, I don't remember the name of the business. Some pet source or pet something. And they
Pet
just
Sense.
Pet Sense.
That's it.
Sister company to Tractor Supply.
Scott, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. So we went in there and they went and got some wipes for the dog. But on the thing they was studying on it, and it said 8 weeks and up.
Yeah.
This pup is 6 weeks old. You know, its immune system is developing still. So they said, we'll just use one wipe on it so we don't.
And on the thing it said, keep away from animals and children.
Yeah.
Okay, just keep that in mind.
And they had, Pap, of course, had the pup like this. They hand Pap the wipe. And he goes to smell it, and that dog went to lick it and smell it. And Seth said, he said something, but.
He said, why don't you just stick it in his mouth?
And then they wiped the dog off. And then going down the road, I don't know, about halfway through London, Kentucky, Pap had that dog up looking like this. And we're all just sitting there, you know, talking. Not really paying no mind to Pap because he's just being quiet. And I see the dog make the noise of it about to vomit.
Like 3 or 4 times over.
And Scott said, "Oh God," and he's driving the truck looking back. And we're all staring at Pap off. And he has this dog right here, and I see an orange liquid at the base of the dog's mouth. And Pap never did move the dog away from
right
his
in front
face.
of his face the whole time.
And thankfully, Miss Sadie decided to swallow the vomit.
Nice.
So we avoided an absolute disaster, to say the least.
And you know, I found it crazy that we made it all the way from right above London, Kentucky, all the way back to Maynardville. That dog never once used the bathroom in the truck. Never once. And we stopped and let it out, and it used the bathroom and let it out, but normally you don't see that out of 6-week-old puppies.
Yeah.
I mean, they just go whenever they feel like it.
Yep. Well, time to move on from that. You know, we'll next week we are having Scott Bates on as a guest to discuss squirrel hunting among other stories.
Episode.
But you know, what is the hottest topic in the Knoxville area right now?
UT
It's
football.
depressing.
Production manager, you have an answer to that?
UT football.
UT football, an 8-4 season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my Uncle Earl taught me at a young age. You're a fan of the school. You're not a fan of the team.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been a part of this journey of being a football, along with basketball, along with baseball fan, ever since I can remember. I've seen bad seasons. Derek Dooley, Butch Jones, Jeremy Pruitt. Now we got Josh Heupel. 5 years Josh Heupel's been here. Have we missed a bowl game in his tenure here at Tennessee, boys? Do you guys know?
I ain't sure.
The answer is no. We have not missed a single bowl game in his tenure. At this 5-year tenure he's had in the UT football. You know, I get on my Instagram after we lose to Vanderbilt, and all I see is fire Heupel, fire Heupel, fire Heupel, fire Heupel. And I can't help but think, at the start of the year, our ceiling was literally 7-5, 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
Some people said 6-6. And I look to where we are now. We got a quarterback leading the SEC in passing yards, correct?
Mm-hmm.
among with all these other great athletes. And I can't help but think we are literally just doing what they said we was going to do. And people are mad.
Yep.
And they're calling for Josh Heupel's head. What I think needs to happen, there obviously needs to be a change in defense. We can't debate that.
Nope.
Yeah.
And there obviously needs to be a change on offense as well. Offensive coordinator.
Oh, well.
Who wants to add in their thoughts on
I think you need to be the offensive coordinator.
why do you say that?
I don't know.
Just take Heupel's place.
Seem pretty knowledgeable.
I don't know anything about it.
So I'll weigh in on the news or the debates on Heupel right now. Ever since he came in 2021, we came out 7-6 that year. Immediately after, we went 11-2.
In 2022, everybody talking about, take me back to 2022. We beat Alabama in 2022, October 15th, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
A great season. Immediately after that, we went 9-4, then 10-3, and then this year 8-4. Not the greatest season this year, but hey, we're not going 6-6.
Exactly.
And all
It
these
wasn't
other
horrible.
different.
It wasn't horrible. Went
No.
toe to toe with Georgia. Went toe to toe with Alabama. Blew Florida out in the swamp.
Yep.
So we lost to Vanderbilt. Little brother beat us. So what? They'll be non-existent next year and years to come. You agree?
I agree.
I mean, you just got to look at previous coaches and
Exactly. You
Previous
gotta
years.
add perspective. Like anything in life, you gotta add perspective. This team, this organization would have killed to be plus 500,
Yeah.
and they've not had a year since Heupel was hired that they wasn't plus 500.
I think he's the best coach in recent years.
He's the best coach we've had since Philip Fulmer.
Yeah.
Maybe better than Philip Fulmer.
And you got to look at a coach like this. He has a passion for what he does, and he loves where he's at.
He loves where he is. Penn State threw money at him,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, I want to stay here. I don't want to go somewhere where there's no expectations to win."
There's something different about Knoxville, Tennessee.
It's just crazy.
I mean, you can't debate it. You
Yeah.
can't.
Exactly. And I feel like he shut them up. He shut the haters up this past weekend. National Signing Week. Got some absolute dogs. Faison Brandon,
Tristan Keys or something
Tristan
like that?
Keys,
Flipped another 4-star.
another 5-star offensive lineman.
Yeah, I think he was going to Ohio State or something.
Well, they flipped Legend Bay, but he's probably going to end up going to Ohio State too,
Oh yeah.
because his mom just all the drama. So. But yeah, this podcast is kind of like a whole. You take a handful of paint and throw it.
Yeah.
We cover the whole board.
Mm-hmm.
Religion, food, hunting, fishing, and for sports. I mean, so yeah, that's my thoughts. Anybody want to weigh in?
I'll be honest with you, I don't have a whole lot to weigh in on that.
You said it pretty good.
All right. Well, we have really set and debated. We want to tell stories on this podcast for sure, but we're going to take this episode so you guys can maybe get to know us. Production as well. You'll never see production, but you'll hear them. You're going to get to know us better by us, telling y'all our opinion on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So moving into that, where does every Baptist go to Sunday after church?
Mexican restaurant.
They go to Mexican. Let's go to Mexican.
Yep.
Let's get our chicken, cheese, and rice and go to
I
Mexican.
can't tell you how many Sundays in a row I've heard that sentence.
So we tasked our production manager with
Resident
giving
Mexican food enthusiast.
excellent Mexican restaurateur to give us his list of the local Mexican restaurants. And I think our furthest one out is Emery Road. So he's going to give his list of the top 7 of his top 7, and we're going to give you ours. And we want to hear from you guys as well. We want you guys to drop in the comments out of these options we're giving you, we want you to rank them.
Yep.
And tell us why our rankings are wrong.
Yes.
Yep. Debate us a little bit.
So I'm going to start from my opinion on the worst and go up to the best. At the very bottom, I got Taco Landia and Manorville. I can't tell you the amount of times I've had chicken or steak there and it'd be like eating rubber. I can't stand it.
I'm with
That's
you.
really all I gotta say on that.
I'm with you
place.
on that one.
I love
Next
it.
up is Don Jose's and Don Jose's and Gibbs. It's very basic. I can't really talk much about it. I can't eat much there.
But hold on. I'll add this later. Go ahead.
I think I know what you're gonna say. Next up is El Pasajes. I think is how you say it. That's
I
the
think
one
so.
out Blaine next to Food City. That one has a very, very good dish. Is it a chorizo loco or something like that?
El Polo Chorizo con Arroz.
Yeah, what he said. It's got a nice savory sauce on it. It's pretty good.
I get
but
that every time.
anytime I try to get something different, it's just subpar, and I can't stand it. But after that, we got El Mariachis. Some may
sleeper
debate that's the heart of Maynardville right there.
True.
Used to be.
Yeah.
Has been.
It's
in the
on the
prime.
come up.
It's a has been.
After that, this is a pretty substantial gap. We go to El Jinete, or one in front of Aubrey's on Emory. They have some amazing burritos. I haven't explored many more than just their burritos, many more dishes other than their burritos, but they're pretty dang good. After that, I got Plaza Mexico. You can do just about anything there and it'd be really good. I'm a very big fan of their chimichangas. But number one is Los Braceros,
New one on the scene.
the new
New
one
kid
on
on
the
the
scene,
block.
up where the old Aubrey's used to be next to Texas Roadhouse on Emory. They got some pretty good food up there.
Very good.
I mean, it's a different dining experience. It feels pretty authentic.
Right.
You're gonna
It's
have
clean,
a good time. It is clean.
Like,
I guarantee
shiny
that.
clean. Alright. You want me to do my list or y'all want to go?
Now you go ahead.
You go ahead, because I haven't ate at least 2 of these places.
I need to look over this a little bit.
Okay.
I know.
Well, I'll hit off what Chase was saying, production manager was saying. That's up to you to decide which Chase we're talking about. But Taco Landy and Maryville for sure. That is literally the worst place I've ever ate at. I mean, it's. One could argue that just staying at home and making a bag of rice and some chicken is better than going to Taco Landy.
So much for Dave.
I got some strong feelings.
I mean,
about
take
this.
the.
We don't care.
Alright.
You'll be up. You'll
It
be
started
up.
on the rise, our latter part
It
of
was
high school,
good.
right?
Yeah.
And nothing beat playing pool after school over there.
Take the pool away. What does it have?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Hold on.
No, hey, your part's coming.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, my number 6 spot, El Mariachis in Maryville. The whole Brody Roberts, shout out Brody Roberts thing with the cockroach back in middle school. Was it middle school or was it?
I've never heard this story.
I never had it
This
either.
is my
This
first
is
time
new.
hearing of it.
Oh, he found a cockroach in the rice.
Oh.
Oh no, I remember.
This was a
I
long
remember.
time ago,
Yeah.
and that is just. I ain't been back indoors since, and I won't. And after that, at the 5 spot, I'll put Don Jose's and Gibbs. I'm not going to put it at 6. All right, so there's a gap for me between 5 and 6, just because. Let me paint you a picture. Senior year of high school, about this time of year.
Mhm.
Who is Union County's biggest rival?
Say Halls.
No.
Gibbs.
Gibbs.
Me and production manager behind the screen there, we used to always go and eat at Don Jose's before the ultimate mud hole stomping we would put in to Gibbs in basketball season. And I feel like you just gotta add sentimental factor in some of this. Do you not?
Yep.
So there's a certain sentimental factor from high school memories of going to Don's and eating. And I've been back to Don's since, and the food is pretty bad. It really is. I mean, it's not the
I
best.
would say it's low for me.
And after that, I think I'm going to put, so this is my 4th spot, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. At my 4th spot, I'm going to throw I'm gonna throw Plaza at my 4th spot, and I'm not saying it's
Plaza.
bad. I'm just saying the other restaurants are significantly better to me.
Fair.
So yeah, Plaza's at my 4th spot. I'm not going to give you a detailed list like Chase did. You know, the excitement that he did.
Yeah.
Next at my 3 spot, I'm gonna have Blaine, El Pasaje and Blaine.
That's a good one.
Choripolo Conroz, can't beat it. Then I'm gonna have Janit's because the burritos, they're off the charts, and our buddy works there. And yeah, and then I'm gonna have Brocero's at number 1, just because I've had 2 different menu items there, vastly different menu items. You know, the chimichangas and the burritos, and both of them have been a 10 for me. We'll save you for last because you got some colorful stuff to say.
Yeah, I'll go because my list is a little more with theirs. And I'll say this. I remember just the other night calling you up, asking you if you want to play PlayStation. And you said, we're about to go eat. You can join us if you want. And I said, where? You said Taco Landia, and I said, I'll pass, and hung out. So that's number 7. The pool was fun there, and like just getting off of school, all of us going out there, it was pretty fun.
And you could play for free.
Yeah.
You could play for free. You didn't have to order a drink or food.
Yeah. We were there like the longest, I think.
I
It was
mean,
like
we would.
3 hours.
Yeah, we would stay 3 hours of school and play a few games of pool.
Yeah.
But their food is horrible.
I remember eating with Reed.
Yeah.
And I was like, how's the food, buddy? He said, it tastes like dog food.
But free
Straight
pool.
face. Straight
But
face.
free pool. And the prices aren't terrible.
It's not.
But it's horrible. The food is horrible.
Also, I went in the bathroom and they got a black light for the bathroom light for some reason, and I came out and couldn't play pool. It was bad. Like it messed me up. Number 6. I'm gonna have to go El Mariachi at number 6.
There we go.
Two Maynardville restaurants, sadly, that low. I just have nothing to say about that one.
Nothing really to say about it.
I'll go Don Jose's number 5.
Okay.
It's I'm not eating there as much as the others, and I just don't have a crazy connection, like you said, sentimental. I don't have a connection to it.
Right.
I'll go Plaza next. It's good.
5.
It's a good getting out of the gym at Workout Anytime. Shout out Workout Anytime. Going over to a Mexican restaurant and ruining
your progress.
my progress. Oh yeah, and then I'll go Janice too at number what am I?
This should be 4.
4?
Right? 4.
No,
4 or 3.
4 or 3.
3.
Alright, 3.
Yeah, 3. It's good. I do like it. But it's not the best one at Emory.
It's not the owner of Emory. The rule.
El Pasaje. I was gonna do this number 1 because I really enjoyed it. Probably the best restaurant in Blaine. I'll say that.
There's a Waffle House there now.
True.
There is. Open 7 to 9?
They
Right
close?
now, right?
They
They
That's what we were talking about
They
today.
close. The 24 hours is coming. It's on the window, but for right now, it's
They just
7
don't have
to 9.
They got to make a few hires.
They've not trained the evening staff.
Yeah,
in my
hey,
WWE
they got to train
combat.
them how to. They got to train them how to fight. Everything.
Yeah.
With that being said, let us know if you want us to rank the best Waffle Houses in
I
the
agree.
area.
That would be
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Best
That's a good one.
service,
Best Waffle Houses in the Knoxville area.
most insane things to see at a Waffle House.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, I'll briefly hit on this, but in my stint working at Lowe's, do you remember that time we went to the one there at Lowe's and the girl was smoking a cigarette?
Oh, inside?
She was fried eggs and had a Marlboro Red. I don't think it was lit. It wasn't lit. She just had it in her mouth. But yeah, we'll hit on that another
Yeah,
time.
we're dedicated to Waffle House because like.
Have a
me and you-
menu from Waffle House?
Yeah, we have a menu. Me and you were playing PlayStation while production manager and Reed were at the old grind, and this was going on like 11:30,
Oh, yeah.
12, and we met him down there, and
Yeah.
it was a
I don't
draining
even think I got
experience.
food. I think I got a drink.
I got 2 pieces of bacon for like $2.
But yeah.
I'll go with my last.
Broceros?
Yeah, Broceros is like
Broceros at 1.
king. That's the.
Just a good environment.
It is. It's really good.
Just a fun, upbeat environment.
I
Alright.
love it.
This bull in a china shop right here.
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
Start by saying my list is going to be just a tad bit shorter because I haven't ate at 2 of these places. That's the only reason I'm not ranking them. Number 5, Don Jose's.
Whoa.
Let's start there. This may make you mad. The last time I went to
It won't
Don,
make me mad at all.
you should have had sentimental value.
Yeah, for the sentimental, the food is terrible. But
It's
the
not good. I don't have that same sentimental value. I didn't go to a lot of the Union County bar rooms.
Poser.
But last time I went, the food tasted.
Did
you see that?
We have to
Same
We
mouse!
have to do. We gotta set a trap.
Dude, I swear!
Or catch it and put it in a
2
jar.
episodes,
That is just
Just put up here.
2
a little will.
episodes in a row,
The
that mouse
worst-
was ran back
the
there.
worst timing of all.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead, buddy.
Anyway.
I'm
It's
sorry.
always when you're talking to him.
Yeah, no. Don Jose's was not good. That's my 5. I'm gonna go El Mariachi's for a 4. I used to really like it, and then for whatever reason, it fell off. I don't like El Mariachi's.
It's yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and defend Tacolandia.
Uh-oh.
I'm not.
Their food's
but
horrible.
What I will say
Straight
is
up.
that there are 2 locations for Tacolandia. The one in Luttrell.
Count the
is-
food truck over there at Lakeview in the summertime.
True.
There's 3.
Well, okay, so the one in Luttrell, though, I feel it is a lot better than the one in Mansfield. Just my opinion. It's not that expensive.
I'll say this: when they were the food truck before getting the standing location, they were way better.
I would agree with that.
I would say they're on par with El Mariachi's.
Yeah.
Even.
The first location they had down on the old
Yeah.
highway, that was really good. I don't know what happened from there to the move up onto the main
Staff.
highway.
Has to be the staff.
I
Yeah,
think so.
because
I know
the
it
owner's a good guy.
Oh yeah, great
And
guy. Love him.
there's a certain somebody, we won't say his name, but
Yeah,
he's a wrecker of Mexican restaurants.
he is.
I need you to write
Production, can you get behind that? I don't even know his name.
I do.
I forgot it, to be honest.
I know it.
But you know his name?
We'll jump back to that.
I don't know how to spell
Anyway,
it, but hey, you know it.
Oh, I know what it is. Yeah.
Tacolandia. I'm not going to sit here and defend
How
it,
it sounds.
but it is definitely not the bottom of my list.
Yeah. That-
Number. Yeah,
That's the record.
yeah, it is. I got a story for that, though. It's an off-camera story. Anyway, so we've done
Oh,
Don
okay,
Jose's,
the story.
we've done LRT, we've done
He thought me and Reed were
Tacolandia.
brothers.
So you have Tacolandia at your 3.
I do.
That's kind of crazy. I mean,
At my 2, I'm going the one in Blaine. What is it?
One in Blaine is known as El Pasaje.
Yeah, that okay.
that's a good one.
That
a good
one's
one.
good quality food. They don't waste time around there. You always get your food out quick.
And the workers do Duolingo
Yeah,
while cooking your food. You remember that production?
Oh, it happened. I know that sound from anywhere.
I
And
love
then,
that one. That was good.
At my number 1, the Plaza Mexico in Halls. The only time I've ever been there, one time, the food was amazing.
Michael, you ate Braceros with us.
When did I do that? You sure I went?
I don't think
Yeah.
he was there.
Yeah, because it was when
No, he was.
you
were
didn't
there.
have your truck.
We were
You had the
sitting
rental.
on that back
Oh,
where the
yeah.
window was.
You did it. You were driving that Jeep.
Yeah, we were talking about the cabin trip.
No, you were driving that Ford. You were driving that 2025 Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did eat there. Okay.
And
Okay.
then I was in my Jeep, and you were like,
Okay, well.
enjoy the hour drive home.
Yeah, that is right. I remember that now. Okay, so Swamp Plaza with what was it called? Which one was that one?
Los Braceros. Hold up. That's your one?
That's my
Okay,
one.
I thought you was.
No.
Okay.
Those two, very good. I'm putting that at my
The
one.
chips are the best there too. I feel like
Chips-
we
chips were
didn't
good.
say anything about the chips the whole time.
Right.
It was such a good time, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a good environment. The waiters
It
are
was.
nice. All right.
But yeah,
That's your ranking.
that's my ranking. I'm not gonna sit here and defend Taco Landia like everyone thought I was going to, but it
I mean, you did.
is not
A little
bottom
bit.
of the list. It's not.
It was a good one starting out. I'll say that.
All right. Well,
Okay, how you do that?
I don't think we're telling any stories this week, right?
I don't have any planned out.
Any Mexican restaurant stories?
I wish we were doing waffle houses because I've got
Oh,
some
I
mom
believe-
waffle
Oh,
house
we
stories.
we
got-
might as well do that on our next regular episode.
Yeah.
dude.
We'll
I
do
agree.
that. Yeah, we'll do that next regular episode. I guess we'll move into scripture time, right?
Sounds good to
I
me.
mean, what are we looking like, production?
Do what?
What are we looking like, time wise?
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
That's not.
That's great. I
That
don't
is
want.
good.
I don't like these big 2.5 hour podcasts.
Yeah.
You know, I want to keep this to where the people
This is
stay
good, this is good.
engaged. You know, I've been tasked this week to bring the deal, what we're going to be going over, and I thought we were going over something else until today.
Yeah.
But
That's the way it works, though.
You wanna discuss that?
what I thought we was going to go over the difference between the NIV and the KJV.
Let's just go ahead and touch on that briefly, because that's something I've been thinking about ever since you brought that
Do
up.
you have my other Bible?
It's inside.
I don't worry about
Don't.
This is
But
a
you have-
NIV.
it.
Okay.
Both.
So we got one.
So we'll turn to Acts chapter 14, and it's pretty interesting to because this is Acts chapter 14 is a chapter in the Bible that you really got to have a certain historical knowledge
Yeah.
to truly understand, you know, the gravity of like what really happened in this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll start at verse 8. This was a part of my Sunday school lesson back of this, like last weekend. I taught about serving and how you always got to give God the credit. And I'm sure we'll probably end up talking about serving a little bit. But just to hit on the differences in the NIV, what we're going to say, don't for a second think that we are knocking on the NIV.
No.
Both good versions.
Both good versions. They both, in a roundabout way, say the same thing. But it's just interesting when you get really developed in reading the Bible and studying the Bible.
Yeah.
That certain words have different meanings in different versions. And the NIV is a great way for newly saved Christians to get into God's Word.
Oh yeah, for
Can
sure.
we agree?
I would 100%.
For
I'll make-
anybody, whether
for
you're
anybody,
saved or
yes.
not.
Right.
Oh yeah. And sometimes it's just a good if you're reading the King James and the words are getting a little too old, you can just pull up the
Pull up
NIV.
NIV. But yeah, so we'll turn over to verse 8. And should we read everything or should we let's just read.
Whatever you want.
We'll read up until the thing happens.
Okay.
Alright. And there sat a certain man at Lystra, impotent in his feet, being a cripple from his mother's womb, who never walked. And we'll stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
Lystra is a Roman colony, or was a Roman colony.
Yeah.
It was not a Roman state, it was a colony.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of inhabitants would be? Like in the city of Rome, there was all kinds of people.
Yeah.
In a Roman colony, there's probably just going to be Romans.
Yeah.
Right? And
For
slaves and stuff, workers. Alright. The same heard Paul speak, who steadfastly beholding him, and perceiving that he had faith to be healed, said with a loud voice, Stand upright on thy feet. And he leaped up and walked. And when the people saw what Paul had done, they lifted up their voices, saying in the speech of Lycaonia, the language,
Mm-hmm.
The gods are come down to us in the likeness of men. Then the priest, and they called Barnabas Jupiter and Paul Mercurius, because he was the chief speaker.
Yep.
And that is where we're going to stop. So Paul, everybody knows about Paul's journeys.
Yep.
He finds himself in the Roman colony of Lystra.
Mm-hmm.
And he performs this work through God on this man who cannot walk, right?
Mhm.
A cripple from his mother's womb. He's never walked a day in his life up until this point. They perform this work, this miracle of God, and he's walking. What do the people do?
They think they're gods.
They think they're Roman gods, right? Jupiter and Mercurius.
Yeah.
Mercurius, the god of speech.
Yep.
And conversation. That's crazy that they have a god for that. And there's probably people to this day that believe that there's a god for speech.
Yep.
So, if you want to read the NIV version.
Yeah, I'll read it. Okay, it says right here, Barnabas they called Zeus, and Paul Hermes.
Right.
Now, coming from a background in history and archaeology, I am familiar with the Roman colony. I mean the Roman culture and
This was the King James
their
Study
gods,
Bible.
and
It mentions we're in the-
their main god is Jupiter. Romans' main god is Jupiter, but that is taken from the Greeks because the Greeks were long before the Romans.
Before the Romans.
And the Greek version is Zeus. Now, this is what I believe. I think they just got mixed up in the translation of it, but it's still like a big change. I think they just like mixed up the translation, thought that it was
Right.
the same,
Right.
but
It's the same but different.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you hear that saying, same but different. And people in Rome would not be referring to them as Greek gods, right?
No.
And it's just, like we said, we have nothing against the NIV version. If that's what you feel that will help you better understand God's word, that's fine.
yeah,
But, you know, just growing up, I've always been on the KJV.
yeah,
And that's what I'll always read.
Something just to add to that. This is a King James Bible, but is a study Bible. And
Yeah.
if you're going to get one, if you're wanting to start reading the Word, highly recommend getting a King James Version study Bible. 'Cause it
with
is-
red lettering.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It'll do the same thing the NIV will, but you'll get the most accurate reading of the Bible, and it'll, down below it or to the side, it'll tell you, help you understand what you're reading.
Yeah.
And it's
Now, what was
That's
that
what I
Bible you
like.
brought last week? What was that one?
that was just a regular NIV study
Okay.
Bible. I just you said that one's in there, right?
Yeah, it's in the house still.
Yeah. But this is the one I use the most.
But yeah, and like we said, you know, without understanding, this is just a book. You know?
Yeah.
True.
So it's important that you understand what you're reading because it's just words on paper without it.
True.
So yeah.
Back to the study Bible. If you in here it actually says, you know, it says Jupiter, but in parentheses it says Zeus. So it kind of gives you both understandings.
Right.
Because in popular culture, nobody knows Jupiter. Everyone refers to Zeus,
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
and that's just the way it is.
That's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
All right. I mean, while we're on that topic, we got time left. Correct.
Yeah.
We're not at an hour, right?
That's just
48 minutes.
48
That's
minutes.
right.
We have plenty of time.
We'll flip over to First John, or just John, the first part of the book of John, and we'll get a little peek into the importance of serving, right?
mm-hmm.
Coming off of Thanksgiving, going into Christmas, serving others. Gifts is serving. Everyone has different gifts.
Where you at, John?
Musicians, chapter 2. I'm not a musician. They can use their gifts better than I can use their gifts. So, chapter 2. Very, very, very popular scripture here. I'm going to start in the first verse. I'm going to read to the 8th verse. And the third day there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Jesus saith unto them, They have no wine. Jesus saith unto her, Woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come. his mother saith unto the servants, Whatsoever he saith unto you, do it. And there were set there 6 water pots of stone, after the manner of the purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece. Jesus saith unto them, Fill the water pots with water. And they filled them up to the brim. And he saith unto them, Draw out now, and bear unto the governor of the feast. And they bear it. Water and the wine.
Yep.
His first miracle.
Mm-hmm.
My whole thought on this is the servants didn't know that Jesus was going to be there that day.
I did not.
Yep.
And up until this point, he has preached in the synagogue, right?
Yep.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
His name hasn't got out to the masses. He's not popular yet. Just by showing up to work that day and doing what Jesus told him to do, they got to witness the first miracle Jesus ever done.
Right.
Yep.
So be, what's the word for that? Obedient. Be
Yeah.
obedient.
Yes.
And the rewards will be very good.
Yep.
Alright, what do y'all have to add? If anything.
The only thing I need to add, just to add on to that, I've always heard growing up, if the Lord tells you to do something, the best thing you can do is just do it and don't hesitate, because He might not ask you to do it again.
Right.
True. I've heard so many times, if He gives you a gift, use it, or He might take it away.
Right.
Yep.
And I love playing music. That's most of my life. That's what I want to make my full-time career. That's what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I've just been called to do Christian music, and I feel that that is the best use of my time.
Right.
Because if I'm just going to be up there singing for anything but God, then it's just a waste of mine and His time.
Right.
That's a very good way to put it. Very good way.
As it says, what good does a man gain the world if he loses his soul?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, anything else to add?
That's it for me.
Well, be sure to come back next week. We will have the infamous, legendary Scott Bates in the studio here to give you stories of his life. Probably going to talk a lot about squirrel hunting and fishing. So the outdoorsmen will have a great time next week.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to comment below about your favorite Mexican restaurant, and please share with others. Thank you for your time today.